Wow, Alec sure is popular. He even has a statue here in Dalaam. That's too bad it's about to go away, simply because, well, we have the carrot key. We went to the wrong character, but that's okay. Either way, hello, you rabbit-shaped statues, and welcome back to that episode of Earthbound Randomizer. So, we are, of course, going through this cave. I don't remember exactly where it leads to, but it looks like those giant coffins are just trying to avoid us. And I don't mind that, because today we're actually going to try to stay alive for as much as we can, because we have a challenge going on. Actually, two, in fact. One of them will be going through this episode without using any PSI moves. That includes healing. And the other one, which is the reason why I paired it with this challenge, is trying to keep the whole party alive. Because this episode we will have a Perma Death episode. So if a character wipes out, then they are gone for good. Unless something, of course, like your sanctuary, which might happen this episode, revives them, because of course, then at that point we can't really, like, stop the game from reviving us. And we can use any healing items.
A few moments later.
And it looks like Omar's going to be the first one to go, unless we manage to actually, get it done and out of the way first before that is a no. Oh, there we go. So that's one character out of here, which is unfortunate because it's Omar. But that's okay. I think we might be able to survive it without. Who knows how long we go to survive now. But regardless to say, we're going to now try to avoid those pokies because I think those were the ones that were really heavy hitters. And we got ourselves a Rude General. I love how that's just the name of it. I also don't remember what the actual enemies are supposed to actually be here. And the sort of war hippie is being very rude. Now get out of here, sir. Get out of here. What are you even a war of? And we ran into another hippie, but poor Alec actually ended up, getting a big ouchie, which means we're now going to use the secret herb, thankfully, that we had. So we got our transcendent hoop star. I love that. I love how it's a hoop star. It makes me think of that they're really popular or something like that. Now that being said, with 3 enemies and a boss that's actually going to be incoming pretty soon here, I hope that we are able to actually fight this pretty quickly, and hopefully we can actually survive until we get up there. So we're just going to try to avoid as many enemies as we can, pick up this item, which will have a exterminator spray inside. I don't really know what that would be best for, and I also don't remember which hole we need to go through. I'm just going on top of memory and just doing as we do. We got ourselves a wet towel inside. I love how that's in an area that we don't really need one, but hey, that's okay. Oh, and speaking of boss, we made it here. You finally got here. I am your Sanctuary 6 boss. Challenge me and beat me if you dare. Which will be a epic ant boss. Oh yeah, baby. Yep, that's the kind of mood I'm in today. Honestly, having fun, and nope, we're not doing that. We're going to use a super bomb onto it. And fingers crossed that this doesn't have a any PS things on it. Otherwise, it will reflect. And thankfully it didn't. Although this one, and generally, I think is the Thunder and Wind boss, but that was a really easy boss. My goodness, good job, Rob. I'm pretty sure it's because of him that we just easily wiped it. And some levels up. Congratulations everybody who just leveled up. Good job learning another PS move there, Alec. Or Holly, I don't actually know which one learned that because I was just spamming A. But that's okay, at least now we got ourselves another Your Sanctuary. Another moment of truth, something that I actually don't remember and don't know, is Omar going to get revived from the Your Sanctuary? If that's the case, that would be really cool, because we'd have another body to actually be able to protect itself, and it does. Cool, I actually never knew that. But now, he has recorded the sound, and I don't exactly remember where we need to go now. I think we need to go back to Summers or First Side and go into the museum, if I remember correctly. Oh, and apparently you can get a picture taken over here. Like, why in this area in particular? Is it because it's an interesting shot? Who knows? Either way, it's a beautiful, beautiful picture that we took from the photographic genius himself. It's also too bad there's no music over here because, for side music, it slaps. But now I do believe this is where we want to go. Hey, Frank, good to see you here, buddy. Haven't seen you since on it. Even then, you weren't even Frank, you were a dinosaur back then. It was crazy. But now, before we even decide to talk to this guy, we're just going to give him this ruby. Oh, the samurai kid is here. Will he be giving me the gem? You're such a good student. I'm impressed by your passion of learning. Come in. Now, this guy is kind of weird. He doesn't let us in unless we give him a rupee, something that's really expensive and stuff like that. Like, bruh, that was his family jewel, I'm pretty sure. But now apparently we got a flimsy shirt, which I think is actually one of those giant stone men. I don't remember what they're actually called. I think they're like stone guardians or something like that. But never mind, it growled. So we're just going to spam through. Of course, I would use auto fight in this instance, but considering if we do that, a PS move is going to be used. We don't want that. Now we got ourselves another enemy, which unfortunately we couldn't even sneak up on, but no, that's okay. It's done and over with. And now we can actually interact with the giant thing. Why do they have ribbons? Why do they have ribbons on them? And when I get that, it makes sense, they were actually puppets. But still, it's like, bruh. Oh, Omar reached the hieroglyphs. To fight against the invaders, we built this pyramid fortress. However, our efforts were futile and we lost. Sad. Nonetheless, our pyramid was protected by the gods as Scaraba. The invaders will be reborn in every millennium and will attack once again. Even now, the invaders hide behind the space and time and build an evil stronghold. A place out of the beyond of the dark. There's even farther beyond the lost underworld. The deep darkness is shrouded and is without light. Only one with a Hawkeye can proceed in the dark. The Sphinx now watches over everything, waiting for the coming of a truly brave hero. 4, 3, 2, 5. And this is where we're going to note it down.
More moments later.
Dance in front of the Sphinx. And the reason why I note it down is because, well, that is a pattern that we need to do we need to go in. We tried to do it early on, but the pyramid was like, nah. Or the Sphinx, rather, was like, I don't know what you're doing it now. Alex, let's go to Scaraba Pyramid Key. Excellent! Do you feel like you really experienced a great historical period? The experience is more valuable than a small gem. Come to Summers by helicopter. He took a picture of the hieroglyphs. I got lots of money from him. Wait one sec. Here's a picture for your hieroglyphs, just for you. As a reward for studying so hard. And we got the hieroglyph copy. Use it in your human civilization class. And back in Scaraba we are, so that we may go down to the pyramid and unlock that puzzle. And I forgot to just Ghosty Goose here too. Now wait a minute, youngster. I could give you a great hint just for $100. No thank you, Ghosty Goo. I do appreciate ya, but I know you can hint anytime. And those are actually enemies. Looks like I don't even know what just happened. I'm assuming that was probably one of the bandit caterpillars that will give lots of EXP, but at the same time, I didn't actually know enemies could just straight up run away. Alright, and here we are. I also like how really there's just this orange kid sign and a Manny statue just blocking our way. Now we got this one? Your Majesty, you must decide what you really are. Therefore, what will you do? We will press this button. Apparently not going to press this button. 2, 3, 4, 5? No, now you let us step on it. What is happening over here? Warriors, enter now. Search the Hawkeye. That we will indeed do. I love how the goats are literally just called Enchanted Kid. Or Enchanted Kids. It's like, who knew that goat was a kid? No, it makes me think of those suits that sort of like for Halloween and stuff like that, where it's like the front of a horse or like a donkey or something like that, and the back of the horse. and some pictures taken instantaneously as he goes right on top of the tree. I thought he was on top of the Sphinx for whatever reason, but I guess that makes sense. He does, as an almighty being, almighty powerful being, he does appreciate other almighty powerful beings, just not want to just land on top of them. And now, let's see how well we can actually do over here. There's no problem here. I love how the little hieroglyph is literally just one of the end name dudes. And let's get a little taste of what enemies are going to be ahead for us for next episode. And we'll have an uncertain Bow Wow. That is absolutely adorable. And are we still a little bit overpowered? Maybe, maybe not, but apparently the shield just disappeared. So then, with that, we shall leave it here. Because I would like to go ahead and save since we made some progress, and it's not like Metroid, which we have been playing, and it won't just reset our stuff completely, but I always still like to save just in case something happens. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up as you run into enemies. Smack that subscribe button like we're going to smack these mild-mannered androids. And say something down in the comments down below. And in the next video, I think we'll probably start doing those challenges. We'll see, depending on... Actually, yeah, we will. But either way, looking forward to that. And, yeah, do what you do. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.